Side of the picture here, it's like a dark tunnel. Like these lines over here just feel like boxed in.
We were moved into an area called Manenberg. That's why I use this black color here, because now we're sitting there with no people like no hope, no future. As the times go on, I just keep it in my heart for remembrance, but every time I think about it, I become angry.
I used to speak in a very, very aggressive way. That was because I was very, very angry and very, very bitter.
We didn't realize that we had so much anger within ourselves.
Ek ly aan 'n skuldgevoel. My aandeel aan die apartheidsjare kan ek nie ontken nie. En ek het altyd hierdie behoefte gehad, veral in die laaste jare, dat ek graag met mense van ander rassegroepe wil praat en ook my eie hart wil skoonmaak van sy emosies van skuld.
It seemed to me that we all had a story to tell about the apartheid years, about our experience of what had happened in South Africa. And it was clear that we would not create a very nice society if, in fact, we were filled with hatred and bitterness and self-pity and desire for revenge. We began to experiment with a model that we called from the beginning a healing of the memories workshop. And key to it is this safe space. Key to it is storytelling. It is storytelling in the context of journey. We're delighted that you're here. This workshop is a journey. It's a journey that is going to focus not so much on what we think, but on what we feel. And often through the workshop we'll be asking you how you feel.
Africa, your heroic determination,
your commitment to justice, viva,
have broken down the chains of apartheid. Oh, Aziko, finish, Perile.
all you people, the truth is coming, release and stop in all you people, the truth is coming.
Rams always sends shivers down my spine. All the things that happened in the 70s, that is the pain, the anger that I was carrying because I didn't have the place to let it out.
It's difficult and it's painful, I think, for the majority to watch the drama. And even though I didn't live through apartheid, I cry at the drama. It's just an emotional trigger that often throws people into a memory space, and not in pleasant ways.
Okay, but take my only.
I cried. I remember when the lady played the crying mother. I cried. I cried for all the pain of the apartheid that affected my life. I cried because of all the anger and remembering things I saw, how it affected my life, how it affected my childhood, how it affected me growing up and being moved from from town to Manenberg, and how this Manenberg destroyed my life, how because of the apartheid it destroyed my life.
Into sayenza ke namhlanje sizawusebenzisa ukuzonga. Umuntu ngamnye besicela ukuthi ke asebenzise elaphepha azobe ibali lakhe.
These are the pictures we're going to use when we're working in our small groups. And these will be kind of a stimulus for us. We remember what we want to stay because of the picture. Because we'll remember the feeling that picture evoked in ourselves.
I thought to myself, how the devil can you draw your feelings? How do I draw hatred? How do I draw anger? How do I draw bitterness and all those negative emotions that was engulfing me at the time?
But drawing is important because when we are in a circle around the stories, we need something to kind of hang on to. It's hard enough for people to tell their stories, but if we can look at the drawing, then we're all looking down, and we're all looking at the drawing, and you can relax. So the drawing is important, not because of drawing per se, but because there's something to focus on. Somehow it makes it physical.
I was able to express myself, my story, my feelings. And for the first time somebody was listening.
Dit was vir my 'n openbaring om te hoor uit hierdie mense se eie mond, om te hoor wat hulle beleef het, hoe hulle daaroor voel, die gevoelens van haat en van teleurstelling en van angs en van kommer en van verwerping wat daar by hulle is. En dit het vir my 'n insig gegee wat ek graag wou gehad het, maar wat ek nog nooit die geleentheid gehad het om te kan ervaar nie.
It helped me to open up, to just discover myself, because I think it's there that I managed to say things that I never even told my mother.
I was given a chance to tell that story in a mini group, almost 8 to 10 people. Yeah, from that on, I feel, tell you frankly, I'm very relieved from the pain or from the burden that I had.
Ek het by hierdie klein groep, het ek die geleentheid gehad om te kon sê, ek is jammer. En ek voel skuldig oor die verlede en oor die feit dat ek deel was daarvan sonder om te besef wat die werklike impak van die bestel was op ander mense se lewens.
In a way, our option for a truth commission was a way of saying as a nation, we are going to take the route of seeking to remember and to heal rather than to bury and to forget. And if poisonous memories are kept inside human beings, eventually they infect the whole system, as our whole system as human beings, physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, and can even kill us. And that is also true of nations as well as of communities and individuals. Okay, I'm going to speak first, and then we're going to move to Bonasile. You're looking better than you looked when we first arrived. It seems people and I noticed at breakfast there was everybody seemed to be happy to be together. It was good just to relax, and perhaps some of us have never been with people of other races and other communities, just relaxing like we did last night. But you remember also last night we talked a little bit of their feelings, anger, hatred, fear, guilt, confusion, beautiful feelings and horrible feelings. We also discussed a bit about forgiveness and about how forgiveness is a journey. It doesn't just happen in an instant. It's also a choice. And remember we said that healing of memories is about acknowledging and laying to rest those things in the past which would destroy us, like hatred and bitterness. Acknowledging, but beginning to let it go, taking from the past that which is life-giving, like hope and faith and courage, and I see brave is also up there as one of the feelings. Now, this is the point of the workshop where the train, which has been concentrating on the past, begins to move towards a new direction. We begin to look towards the future.
'n ander aspek wat ek tog ook net wil uitlig is die finale die laaste dag van die workshop, waar ons 'n geleentheid gehad het om met klei 'n simbool te maak wat 'n bepaalde gevoel moes weerspieël. En dan kon ons agterna die geleentheid kry om te verduidelik wat die simboliek agter dit is wat jy tot stand gebring het, en ook dit aan iemand opdra. Dit was vir my 'n besonder emosionele ervaring.
all cultures have rites of passage where we enact things symbolically. So our workshop culminates in this creation of a rite of passage, a liturgy, where people are able to celebrate the journey they have travelled, but also recognize that they have moved further in their journey. Now we're going to light the fire, and into the fire we're going to put the pieces of paper in which we've put that which is destructive in us, that we want to leave behind at this workshop, so we can travel forward with our burdens being lighter.
I think what I, up to today, still enjoying the most of the workshop is when we light the candle, the peace symbols. When we come to that part of the workshop, the celebration part of lighting the candle.
My peace symbol is a peace dove with an olive branch, and my prayer is that peace will be spread amongst each one of us here on this workshop.
The flower is a sign of hope and peace. And I'm lighting my candle in memory of those youngsters who have passed without getting a chance of forgiveness.
My symbol of peace and hope to you and to the nation and to the world is a hand and uncurled fingers, which at one time was a clenched fist.
I light this candle for the children who have been abused sexually, emotionally, and who is also HIV positive.
Since Friday we've been on this journey, and my symbol is a footprint, because every journey begins with the first step.
For me it was a very wonderful discovery that even with no hands I was able to draw. But I think the people who made these didn't have clay in mind. So I didn't make a peace symbol, but disability has taught me many lessons. And one is a very simple lesson that we can't be human by ourselves, that we need one another to be fully human. So I would say that all of you together are my peace symbol.
When all the symbols are together, I love watching it. I love watching it and see that flame of hope. That's the one thing. And I know we are getting somewhere. We are going.
I think I was euphoric in a funny sort of sense. It was such a sense of, I really think this can work.
At the end of the process, I felt a tremendous sense of relief. I actually felt that I didn't want it to stop.
You come to this country and you're confronted with so much pain and drama and violence and death, and all of a sudden there's a sense like this can work and can be very beautiful. So I remember I was singing all the way home. It was a really good space. It was a very good space.
Ek het as 'n baie gelukkige mens daar weggegaan. Ek het goed gevoel, ek het werklik 'n gevoel van toegeneentheid ervaar ook teenoor die mense saam met wie ek daar was.
It changes my life completely. It does. I mean, it's working on me, because I'm not going to say that it has changed my life, but it changes my life It's actually a process.
I could put my arm on the shoulder of people that I've never been so close to before. And that, for me as a white person, it meant a tremendous lot to me.
I cannot describe how it has helped me. There's not even a psychologist that could help me the way it has done.
In a way, in the Healing of Memories work, I'm seeking with others to return the compliment of what was done with me and for me, to give others the opportunity for their story to be acknowledged and reverenced and recognized, because I know that's what enabled me to walk a journey from victimhood through being a survivor to becoming a victor. And I believe that that is God's will for individuals, communities and nations, that we are able to acknowledge the past and yet not be its prisoner, able to, if you like, all become wounded healers.